Yeah, so guys, today we are going to take a tour. So I'm gonna take you all on a tour of Poole. Yes, Poole. So if you are interested in coming with me to check out the sights and sounds of Bournemouth, most especially Poole, why don't you give me 1 second? I'm gonna dash up to the market, and you guys are smart. Come on now, you've been following the Fuse Chronicle channel long enough to know that you gotta give me just that 1 second, man. 1 second. I'm gonna dash up to the market. I'm gonna be right back with more. Let's go.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but this fair still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello, Chronic. Hello, YouTube. How are you, and you all doing today? It's still your value-based King Fuse, out with another tour-packed episode. So in this one, guys, I'm gonna be taking y'all on a trip to Poole. So we're gonna check out everything about Poole. So the county of Bournemouth in the southwestern part of England is made up of 3 towns, okay? It's made up of Christchurch, is made up of Bournemouth, and is made up of Poole. So 3, trifecta, 3. And it has a population of 500,000 people. So 500,000 people in this town. So I think it's split 150, 50, and 300. So Bournemouth, believe it or not, has the most population. Then Christchurch, the least, and Poole, the second most. Now I'm gonna turn my camera around because there's something significant I want to capture. I'm gonna turn it around now. So guys, look to that side of the road. You guys see it? That side of the road? That is Poole, guys. That is Poole. That white building, that church down there, that's Poole. Now this side of the road, see this side here? This side of the road, this side here, it's Bournemouth. Okay, so that side Poole, this side Bournemouth. Now I'm going to tell you why it's significant. Okay, it's very significant because when a garbage disposal truck comes around to dispose the garbage, so that's the garbage disposal truck, that's the garbage bin right there. Do you see it? That's the garbage bin. So when a garbage disposal truck comes around to dispose or to pick up garbage from that bin, whether it's one of them recycled ones, recyclable ones, or regular garbage disposal trucks, they have to be the garbage disposal truck for Poole to be able to pick up the trash from that side of the road. You see? That side of the road. And the one for Bournemouth comes to this side of the road to pick up the trash. You get it? That's how it's kind of segmented in this part of England. Okay, so I'm gonna just go through. So at some point I'm gonna keep quiet so you guys just enjoy and appreciate the layout of the county, and when I see something memorable, I'm gonna tell you guys about it. Okay, so there's a lot of greenery, as you can see. You guys see? There's a lot of greenery. And the county of Poole is very, very quiet, guys. It's very, very quiet compared to Bournemouth. It's very, very quiet. If you're into that low-key, no noise residential layout, then you would definitely love it in Poole. Okay? Very quiet. The lifestyle is easy. It's not too, I don't know what you call it. It's not too noisy. It's not too loud. So the people there are just quiet. They're going about their business, not making too much noise. That's the church I was telling you guys about. Just gonna zoom in on it. Got it. So you can see there's a lot of greenery. A lot of greenery. And there's something I noticed about Poole as well, because it's so close to the ocean. It's well, Bournemouth is a coastal city anyway, so there's nothing new there. And someone told me that some famous people own houses in Poole. So if you guys follow football, you will know the Portsmouth manager. What's his name? Harry Redknapp. Jeremy Redknapp's father. He owns a house in Poole. So it's so cool. It's so quiet. So if you're looking to go to a place that is not so noisy, you might want to think of moving to Poole. Okay. But I wanted to say something before I started talking about it being quiet and all whatnot. There's a lot of traffic because there's so many people interested in going to the beach. So many people want to just go relax by the ocean. So it's quiet. It's very quiet, and there's too much traffic. There's too much traffic in Poole. There's just too much traffic. Sometimes when you're done with work, you could get stuck. You could literally get stuck in traffic trying to get on home. So that's something that you guys might need to bear in mind if you ever wanted to move to Poole, or if you are coming to the UK from outside the country to study in Bournemouth, maybe Bournemouth University, and you want to live in Poole. The traffic is a factor you need to consider. So up ahead there's a dealership. It's called Norman Motors dealership. Sell all manner of cars, whatever. So I'm just gonna stop talking so you guys can enjoy the layout of the land. Okay, so that's the dealership right there. You guys see it? Similar name. So that's it. So I'll just stop talking. You guys enjoy it, and I'll see you all on the other side. Okay? See you in a bit.
So we were on the top looking down, now we've come down to the bottom. Yeah. It's obviously closed at the moment because they're doing work, but ships used to tie up there and unload, but now it's just a pier. People go and fish off. And each side is a smallish beach. Yeah. It's muddy if you go out too far, but the actual beach really safe because it's river, not sea. Yeah. And it just doesn't get busy in the summertime, so you can just park here and go to the beach. And I can literally be at home and I go, do you know what, I'm going to take an hour for lunch. I can be here in 5 minutes. I can sit on the beach and then I can be home. So I can spend my lunchtime here. On a sunny day, it's beautiful with the water reflecting.
You can see it. I can actually think of it.
Yeah, not getting out Tarek. Not got time though. You can see the beach just goes around there. It's tidal, but so sometimes you've got more or less beach, but it's always got beach. And they do canoeing from here. So they've got a canoe club industry on the river. So canoeing.
Poole Harbour Canoe Club. I see it.
So far we've got all sorts of things. We've got tourism. We've got special forces. We've got beach. We've got river. We've got canoes. We've got boats in the marina. We had the RNLI, the Royal National Lifeboat Institute.
Repair and maintenance in there.
Also we had Sunseeker, it was making the luxury yachts. So we've got boat building from 2 different companies there, as well as using boats. obviously the Special Boat Squadron need to have boats. So even though they're based there, their boats are here because they need the sea.
But do they have everything here though? Maybe if they have to do replacements on damaged boats and that, do they have all the parts here, or do they have to get them from elsewhere?
With Sunseeker, they literally make all the parts because they make the boats.
Oh, wow.
With the Unwind, they make the boats here, so they make the parts.
Got it.
If the lifeboats elsewhere around the country or the world need parts, they make them here and they ship them out.
Oh, wow.
And they've started to use rapid prototyping printing now, so that they can send the diagram of the part and you can make it on your printer.
Got it.
3D printing.
3D, yeah, I know.
Because the financial year is April to March, there's loads of roadworks because everybody who had any money left is paying for things to be done.
Yeah. April to March, okay.
So Sandbanks is the really expensive place in the Poole to buy houses, but this is also an expensive place because they all just look out onto the water. Their gardens run down to the water. They got their own places to launch boats.
Are there affordable places though? Are there affordable places in Poole to buy houses?
Well, I think these ones go for millions, but so I can't afford that. But Poole is okay. Most of Poole is okay for buying places. I'm going to stop here. Definitely getting out this time.
Okay, let's do it.
For the big ships, but generally speaking.
And it's okay to swim.
Yeah. You've got to watch out that because it's tidal, if the tide is coming in, it's just a tendency to go that way.
Yeah, washes you in.
And if the tide's going out, it's a tendency to go that way towards the sea. But the sea is a long way, and that only happens if you go out. So if you say out past the end of what used to be a pier, if the tide's going out, we do a bit of a movement, but
Oh, it's beautiful still.
So in summer, this all of these mooring boards would be full of boats, and there'd be a lot of sailing races going on.
Got it.
People with the smaller boats sailing around. Some of these are islands. So that is Brownsea Island, which is where the Cub Scouts was invented by a guy called Baden Powell. And it's gone around the world as an initiative, Scouts and Guides and Brownies and stuff. So technically, this is harbour. But that's the river, and this is harbour, but it's just so impossible to tell where one changes to the other.
Yeah.
And the sea, you can see sandbanks there going on. The sea's the other side of that. So really, we're nowhere near the mouth of the river.
Yeah.
My beach hut's down there and round the corner.
Got it.
So you get in the car park where this man's running, just go in there. One of the things that's interesting about Poole is that the houses are much smaller than Bournemouth. Bournemouth tend to be big Victorian villas, whereas Poole, everything is lower and smaller.
Why is that? Why is it like that though?
Well, I guess much of it wasn't here in the Victorian era when the Bournemouth was built, and so that's one reason. But also, it's not so wealthy, apart from the really rich bits.
Style is the answer to everything.
That's the way we came in with the Twin Sails Bridge just now. Sometimes you can see the masts in there. There's another big marina full of boats in there. Fishing is a big industry here, so all the fish comes in and goes into the fish market. Some of it gets sold there, but the rest is sent around the country.
So they're selling fish here or here?
In that little shop there, yeah. We don't have many places left where you can actually go and see the fish and have a choice. So that they're only open in the mornings because that's when the fishing boats have come in and it's all fresh from that day. But some of the supermarkets have got nice fish counters where you probably have a bigger choice.
Poole Harbour Commissioner's office,
Yeah, so this is, I'm going to go around this roundabout back out, but this is the ferry terminal.
Got it.
So there are boats that come here that carry sand and gravel. I don't know whether they're bringing it in or taking it out. I'm not certain which way it works. There are the ferries that go to France and to the Channel Islands for cars and people, and the ones that go to France go to Cherbourg, which is, it sticks out on a little bit of land from France, so it makes the distance a bit shorter. Yeah, just in there, Tarek, they were. I mean, it's not very big, but it's all just being delivered by the boats, and then they. It's got a blackboard on the back with prices, probably.
Yeah, I see it.
The last time I went there, I just took a carrier bag and said, "Can I have some mussels?" They said, "How many?" And I said, "Oh, like 2 kilograms." And they just poured 2 kilograms of mussels into my plastic bag, and I took them home and cooked them.
It must be affordable as well because it's so close to the river.
Yeah. To the river.
Yes.
To the river.
I gotta say, I've heard it too. I've heard it for so long. Gotta say it. The lower than the bridge as well. Oh, that's alright. Capture it.
What they do is they open the other one, close it, then they open this one and close it, and then they open the other one, because when boats want to go in and out, they have to go under one, and then they get stuck between the two bridges. So they have to then open the other one to let them through. So when we go over the bridge, if you look to the right, you'll see that's where they're finishing off the Sunseeker boats. They're doing all the final fittings before they're sold. And they're sold to UK markets, but they're sold internationally as well.
Before they're sold though, are there like custom enhancements for the customer? Or
almost certainly. The small ones are probably, this is what you get, and the big ones, you know, oh, you don't want white leather, what colour? Oh, I want red leather. Okay, we'll do that for you then. So Poole, as a port, this is my understanding, when we populated America, North America, the US, all of the people went from Liverpool, but all the goods went from Poole. It was the main place for shipping the goods, apparently. It's not big. Everything is small, but there's a lot of different things. If we look to the right, on the left will be the quay, on the right is Sunseeker with the boats they're finishing off. And I'm going to take us on a loop and then bring us down to that quay. You just can't turn right. Apart from Sunseeker, boat sales are just a thing that happens. There's definitely commercial activity in selling boats, and then the commercial activity of selling the stuff you need for your boat, and then the commercial activity of storing your boat and repairing your boat and cleaning your boat. And for the bigger boats, there's probably also commercial activity in terms of staffing your boat. There's lots of other things going on here, such as hiring motorboats, hiring jet skis, hiring windsurfers, kite surfing. The sand and gravel. As I said, I don't know whether it comes in or goes out, but there's a whole industry going on there. These are the pleasure boats, which in summertime you can do various things. Tarek, you might want to do with your family. So you can pay and you can go around the harbour, and that takes about an hour. Or you can pay and they would take you out of the harbour into the sea and down to a place called Swanage, which is a much longer trip. And also when you're going around the harbour, Brownsea Island, some of the boats stop on Brownsea Island, and you can get off and look around the island. You have to pay separately to look around the island because the boats are owned by the boat company and the island is owned by the National Trust. So they'll charge you extra for going onto the island, but it's really beautiful, and trees and squirrels and beautiful views.
That's a good idea. That's from here?
Yeah, from here. So the actual place you buy the tickets is further down. You can't see it, and they got a bollard. I can't drive down there. These are all restaurants and cafes. So that's economy that's driven by the river / harbour. And also along here, they'll take you diving. If you want to do scuba diving, some of the boats will take you scuba diving, some of the boats will take you fishing trips. So there's a lot of commercial activity going on there, which is water based. I'll do a loop and then I'll come out further down the quay because they've helpfully blocked it off for the summer. Imagine Tarek coming over here with the family, doing a boat trip, walking around the island, grabbing some food in the restaurants and cafes, going over to the park, letting the kids, enjoy the view and play in the sand, and then go home again, and you've got a nice day. But it adds up because they charge you for everything. And the bigger your family, the more they charge you, as I discovered. And some of those places on the quay are traditional English places where you can get fish and chips, or you can get potted shrimp, which is like shrimp in a paste in a pot, and some real old traditional stuff. But some of it's Italian and French food, various nationalities. Some of them are restaurants, some of them are cafes. So if you want formal or you want more relaxed. See the bridges up, they look like sails on a boat.
Yeah.
Wow. You say 1/2 you've got to be back, or 20 past?
Maybe just 15, 20 past.
Okay. Yeah. So we've got half an hour basically. lots of driving to get to the bits because it's not easy to.
Yeah, I know.
There's also lots of activity going on. I'm choosing the oddest things to film. Sometimes I go, hey, you're going to definitely want to film this. And you don't care. And then you go, I'm going to film this tiny little house.
You know what just happened? I just looked on the phone, just realized I wasn't even filming. I was holding the phone up the whole time.
I might go into this car park and give us a view, and then we'll head around. We'll head around to Sandbanks, and then we'll go back to the university.
Okay.
So you see the small marinas over there.
Yeah.
Boats and boat storage is a big thing.
So in Sandbanks,
Yep.
on the other side, right?
Yeah, Sandbanks is all the way going along, and it faces this way, and it faces towards the sea. But then there's a gap, and then the other side is Studland, where the beach is, which is a very nice beach. But I said some of it is for naked people. Sounds like that's where your roommate's going to be.
I wanted to ask. I thought I was just asking myself, did I hear well for naked people, like just running around naked in there?
Yeah, there's most of the beach is family beach, but there's just a bit of the beach.
Got it. X-rated
a
and that, yeah.
a nudist beach where
it.
people could just be totally naked if they want to be. I mean, in actual fact, so many people from the UK spend holiday in Spain and France, and they're wearing almost no clothes on the beach in Spain and France. So when they come back to the UK, they go, "Why would I wear any clothes? I didn't wear any clothes in Spain and France, so I'm not going to wear any clothes here either." So the culture is changing. Just stick it in for a sec. So there's a deep water trench channel that goes all the way out to the sea, so that the big ferries and the big boats can come in and out, and then the rest of it is really shallow. So you can see how far the tide's gone out, and the height's almost not changed. So a fishing boat coming in, sailing boat going out. I was thinking I'll wait till you finish filming to move, but you never finished that.
Yeah.
So this is Sandbanks all the way out to the end there. And in front of us, this is so shallow at times that in winter it freezes.
Oh, okay.
And so for the sea to freeze in the UK is quite something, because it's salt water. And I know it's freezing the Arctic, but we're not that cold. So on a nice day, particularly weekends, this will be absolutely full of people windsurfing and kite surfing, which is quite spectacular. And a couple of years ago, somebody was kite surfing out the bay, and the wind caught them and they landed in the tree. And the emergency services had to cut them down.
Wow.
Because they were just hanging in the tree.
There were no casualties, they were okay in the end.
Yeah, no casualties. Places along here in Sandbanks are not big. They're expensive per square foot or square metre, whichever unit of measurement we're using, and it varies. But sometimes it is the most expensive places in the UK to buy property. Other times it's the second, third, or fourth as things change. And what they're tending to do is they're tending to knock down what's there and build something bigger on the same piece of land, and then they'll knock down another one which was already bigger and make something even bigger,
then increase the price.
Yeah. So they're looking out to sea. The other side's the beach and the sea. So these houses have a view of the bay and a view of the sea, which is pretty unique. And it's the same beach, this Bournemouth beach. It just comes all the way around, big and golden and sandy. Doesn't stop, it comes all the way around to here. You can see the castle over on Bouncy Island.
Yeah.
It's not a castle like we normally think of it. It's more of a house castle, but it was built there to protect the entrance. Back King Henry VIII did that hundreds of years ago.
King Henry VIII, the one that was killing all his wives, isn't it?
Yeah. Big car park there for accessing the beach. You can see the beach is literally there. Stein, famous celebrity chef, has his restaurant there. So we're coming up to the ferry to Studland. We're going to drive past it. We're not going over it. We haven't got time. But Tarek, if you come here this time of year, there's no queue for the ferry. You have to pay. Just fine. It's not that much money. Come here in summertime. There'll be a queue building all the way up in that lane.
Wow.
And you come here on a summer's day, end of the summer's day, all of this area is just solid with cars. People just trying to go home from the beach all at the same time. Nobody can move, and it can take you hours. So you need to leave early rather than late, otherwise you can't. So the ferry is down to the left, and this hotel right on the end is where Marconi invented the radio.
Oh, got it.
Can you see the ferry? The ferry's over the other side there.
Yeah, I can see the ferry.
Car ferry, you can put people and bikes on there too, but predominantly car ferries. And these were the houses that are paying millions of pounds to have. Roger Moore used to be James Bond, film star.
I love Roger Moore though.
Yeah, he used to live in one of these. Harry Redknapp, football manager.
Tottenham, Portsmouth, and
he should have been England manager, to be honest. King of Sandbanks, we call him. He lives here.
he had a restaurant as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he's doing some weird food stuff in there. They're nice houses, but they're nothing special. And with so many of them, once the sea level rises, they'll be underwater.
Oh, wow.
I see that. It's nothing special.
No, nothing special at all.
Why?
I prefer to live in one of those places over there.
You're down there.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you've got a nice view. And looking out to sea, what do you say out to sea? Nothing. You look out here, people are there paddle boarding, you know, people doing activities, you see the weathers, you see the islands, you get a sense of being part of something. Looking out to sea, it's just sea. Finding the smoothest route so it doesn't bump you around so much when you're filming. That wasn't the smoothest route.
So guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour today. Hope you enjoyed the tour of Poole. And if you are in the area or you plan to come to England, you might want to visit Poole. And trust me, I'm not just even saying it. It's super proper. It's all right. I love, because obviously I stay in Bournemouth, and it's noisy in the town center in Bournemouth. It's kind of quiet in the area I stay, but if you are interested, if it's something you want to do, maybe move to a quiet neighborhood, quiet area in Bournemouth, of course, like I said before, in the southwestern part of England, you might want to check out Poole. But quick disclaimer, guys, quick disclaimer, it's very expensive. It's very expensive to buy a house in Poole. Of course, the rent situation in England is the same. There's a rental average all across the UK, and I think I talked about rent situation in a video. I'm gonna leave it somewhere up there where I talked about where the area in England where it's affordable and cheaper to get housing, accommodation, and maybe a better cost of living. So yeah, so guys, hopefully this video was fun for you guys to watch, learn, and see the layout of Poole in Bournemouth. If it was fun for you as it was for me to present it to y'all, why don't you do your boy a solid, okay? Go down, please don't be a stranger to the subscribe button. Smash that bad boy, molest it, torture that smash button, turn on the notification bell, like our videos, share them with your friends. We want to grow, guys. We want to grow. We're on the road to 5K. Please, I can't do it alone. I need your help in this, okay? So subscribe, like, share the videos with your friends. And if you want to get up close and personal with your boy Thews, you know where to find me, guys. You can hit me up. You can reach me on Instagram, TikTok, X, LinkedIn. I'm active on all these platforms. Send me a message, okay? Don't be a stranger. I'm always going to respond. If you want to know more, guys, if you want to know more about how to get jobs in the UK, how to get jobs in different countries, maybe you're in Canada, you're in Australia, in the US. If you want to know how I was able to nail a position in literally less than 48 hours, why don't you go about clicking that video? It's gonna just pop up to my right there, and you can keep yourself informed on what you should and shouldn't do. Okay? Alright guys, have a good one. Bye for now.